Hey guys, so today something a little bit different. Right now I'm on my way over to my father-in-law's to quickly check his car because apparently he's getting a lot of clunks and rattles while he's going over bumps. So I just want to find out what's going on, and depending on what it is, I have a feeling it's just a sway bar end links. We'll get those replaced. Alright guys, I'll see you when we get there. I shouldn't need any tools. For safety. Perfect. Here on the cross member. Actually, this spot looks actually a lot better. Just to get the front end off the ground, so I can quickly check those sway bar end links. There, they're both off the ground. Right. Let's see. Get it under there for now, just to keep it safe. Look at this. I wonder what the problem is. Surface rust. Ball joints look good. Maybe it's the other side. No playing the wheel. No playing that wheel. No? Oh. Aha. I wonder if that's what the rattle is. See that? Looks like the shocks are ton. Let's check the other one. Yep. I'd say that's the problem. The shocks are done. So I get my safety device. So it looks like I'm going to have to price out a set of struts. Nice. That's not quite what I wanted to be pricing out. Well guys, I can say that was not the diagnosis I was expecting. Not at all. When I test drove it, it absolutely felt like it was the sway bar end links. But it looks like it's got a little bit more of a suspension problem than just the sway bar end links. It's like I've got to look up some I guess quick struts. I don't know how much it'll be just to replace straight out struts, but then I got to compress it as opposed to just unbolt it, put a new one on, rebolt it on, and be done with it. So yeah, I think quick struts are the way to go. So hopefully we'll be able to get the go ahead and get those quick struts done, because it's pretty bad. When you're going over bumps, it is really, really bad. The sound it makes, it's absolutely terrible. Well, the sound it made led me to believe that there was sway bar end links. I mean, it was quite the racket, and it reminded me exactly of sway bar end links. Because that's the problem I had with my Scion. See up here when I replaced those. Yeah, that was a pain to fix. I mean, and once I got the hang of it, it wasn't so bad, because I figured out what the problem was. It was me. I was the problem. I wasn't using a tool properly, and yeah, so needless to say, it didn't work. Anyway, long story short, that fixed the problem with me, and it was very, very similar sounds. Going over bumps slow is really loud and noisy, and I was like, oh, okay. And then when I checked the sway bar lengths, yeah, sure enough, they were done. They were completely done. So I thought, okay, well, this will be an easy fix. It was an easy fix, but holy crap, it was not easy to get the darn things off. I tell you that. Anyway, guys, if I get the go ahead, then yeah, you'll definitely see the video. But as for now, oh look, it's the string of destiny again. It keeps coming back. That's the nice of it. Come on, string of destiny, go away. Yeah, as I was saying, if I get the go ahead, then I'll make sure that I get a video of that. But for now, yeah, that's all. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. All right, guys, I'm just on my way to go pick up my father-in-law's car, give it another test drive, and this way see if I can test the control arms using a pry bar. But I'm going to be bringing it back to my place and do it in my driveway. Yesterday when I was testing it out, I went back again after off camera, and I did test out the front shocks, and they seem to be responding fine. I pushed down on the front of the car and it rebounded just as you would expect, and it didn't continue bouncing. So that kind of ruled them out. I mean, could it be the bearings are wearing? Sure, the strut bearings could be wearing, and that's, or the bushings, or bushings, or the bearings, whatever they could be wearing, but it shouldn't be causing a knock or a rattle. Not like that, not at all. It should be maybe a little bit of a creaking and whatnot in the early stages as you're going around going around corners and over bumps, then sure, but not the way it's rattling. So I'm strongly suspecting that it's the control arms. So we're going to test that today. I'm just going to park my car, and then we'll pick up the Corolla and take it back to my place, and we'll give it a try. All right, we'll see you when I'm in the Corolla. All right, guys, I'm just in the Corolla, so I'm just going to be giving it a quick road test. Want to see what exactly this noise is all about. See, I do hear it, but it's just subtle. I gotta try to find somewhere bumpy. Hang tight with me. Let's go somewhere bumpy. You know what, guys? Let me turn this camera around so you don't have to look at me, because I got you looking at me, so I don't need two cameras looking at me.
There, now you can look at the scenery around us. And you can keep looking at me. Yeah, so I heard it there as we're going over some bumps. I don't know how he drives with this pillow. It's pulled my shirt up at the back. Great. That's not comfortable at all. Maybe I'm not supposed to be sitting on the pillow at the back like that. You're not supposed to have it up back the way it is. It was terrible. It was all the way at the back, or all the way down right at my butt. So I was like at a weird angle away from the wheel. Now it's not so bad. But yeah, I'm still not hearing a bump. I sort of hear it, but oh, here's some bumps. Yeah, I'm hearing it out of this one, the left front. So there's a railway crossing just up here. So that's where I'm going to be heading to. Is then I can travel over it slowly and then travel some of the back roads to see where I can feel it and hear it, and then I can check there. Basically, this should help me really pinpoint exactly where it's coming from, or at least try to help me pinpoint where it's coming from, so I'm not just guessing in the dark and poking at random things. Brakes seem good. Yeah, it sounds like it's coming. It sounds like it's coming out of the front left suspension. So let's try some of these back roads that will be not so nice paved. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's coming out of the front left. All right, let's go into this parking lot here. Parking lots are usually fairly bumpy. Yeah. You hear it, guys? The only thing is, this is the part that makes no sense. If it was the control arm, I should feel that in my wheel. I would think I would feel it in my wheel, but I'm not feeling it. I know, not necessarily. You may not necessarily feel it in your wheel. Oh, here's a nice good bump here. All right, so let's get home and we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna pry on the control arms and see, but it's a weird one. I can hear it, but it's not really translating to anything tangible in the wheel that I can say, yes, definitively it's this. It's weird because everything I hit, it just seems like it's a rattle. And this is one of the reasons why I was leaning towards it being the sway bar links. This sounds identical to a sway bar link. Yeah, I'm still hearing it quite a bit as I'm driving here. Very, very peculiar. Very peculiar indeed. Oh, there's my car. Okay, hang tight, guys. All right, let's try that again. This time, final destination is home. I'm still leaning towards sway bar. That sounds like sway bar. I think that sway bar end link is gone and the other one's ready to go. I'm gonna check this sway bar link a little bit better this time with the pry bar. But it sounds like front left sway bar link is gone. I really hope it's a sway bar links because that's an easy fix and it doesn't take long and it's actually very inexpensive. All right, guys, I'll see you back at home. All right, we're here. So let me get everything set up and we'll get checking this car. All right, see you shortly. All right, I guess we should get the ball rolling here. Don't worry, I've got the car chalked at the back. Good, she's up. And then this one, no, we gotta go up higher. Well, I think that's it. What in the world? How are you stuck there? That was weird. For safety. So now we're going to pry on that sway bar end link first. Right. Okay. Oh. Nothing. Huh. What in the world? Seems awfully soft. Let's see this side. Nothing. No flex. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. This one, a lot more stiff. Yeah, it's a sway bar link. That's what's making all the friggin' noise. It's the less sway bar link, it's that one. It's soft. I was able to move it back and forth so easy with my hand, like it was nothing. So I think first things first,
That one's definitely going. So it's probably rattling around as you're hitting bumps, and that's why it's intermittent. So I think we get rid of that one, get rid of the other one. We'll change those, and then we'll go from there. And if the noise persists, then we'll go deeper. But 100%, that sway bar link definitely needs to be replaced. So let's drop the car, and I'll let them know the good news that right now it's not the struts. Doesn't look like it's the control arms. It looks like it's sway bar links. Right. All right, guys, that's all cleaned up. So I'll see you in the car in a few minutes. Okay, guys, well, I guess we figured out the problem. It's got to be that sway bar link. I mean, what else could it be? I mean, that sway bar link, it's pretty loose. You should not be able to twist it that easily by hand. So I figure, you know what? It's got to be that. It's already failing, so we'll replace those. It should clean up the ride quite nicely. And as I said, I really don't think it's a control arm because I felt nothing in the wheel. The wheel was rock solid, so the only thing I can really think of left is the sway bar link. What else could it be? It's exactly like the Scion TC, exact same feeling, same sound. And when I checked the links on those, they were a lot worse. They were a lot more far gone than that. And it was both of them. But yeah, it was same similar idea. Going over bumps, uneven terrain, and everything is just rah, 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 rah. And you're like, what is that sound? What is annoying? At first, I thought it was the strut towers were gone. I'm like, oh my God, it's my strut tower. No, all it was well, not the strut towers, but the bearings. I thought the bearings were gone, but no. It was the sway bar links. Nice. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. So if you learned anything or this helped you in any kind of way, hit the like button. And if this is not your first time here, then hopefully this is a video that I've earned your subscription. I would very much appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button down below. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Hey, guys, thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Very much appreciate you watching all the way through. If you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. That does help the channel a lot, pushes this video out to more people, and lets them know, hey, guess what? This is actually a pretty good video. Also, if this isn't your first time here, and you haven't already, maybe this video is the one where I've actually earned your subscription, and I would very much appreciate it if you would subscribe below. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it again, you watching all the way to the end of the video, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.